Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast. Welcome to the award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Coming up, we hope to talk with Rob Burley about his benefit auction down in Galveston. And later, Jeff will bring us some of his car culture with 6 American car names that no longer exist. Well, the names exist, but the cars don't.
Yes.
And Mars has his driving destinations, Labor Day getaways.
I saw a preview of that.
Coming up
It's pretty
this
good.
Half hour. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Dziekan, Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday live broadcast.
We're waiting on our guest, so I got a quick fill-in if you want.
I would love to have you do that.
Okay, well, you ever know how much a replacement key fob is? Have you ever lost a key fob?
I've heard they can be
Are they
very
broken?
expensive.
They can be, but it depends on the kind of vehicle. So it's a make model of the vehicle. If it's a luxury brand, it's obviously going to cost more. Is it an OE, or you have to go to the auto supply store?
How about
and
an
get a generic? An
Not
OE.
not an OE, but an AUE.
Audi and an OE and an innie or an Audi. But we've got the young man there. But
But go ahead and finish.
Okay,
Finish
so
your story.
the type of service-
Unmute.
if you just want a simple battery replacement, they're anywhere between $5 and $25 to do that for the battery, depending, again, on the fob. Standard key fob replacement aftermarket is between $50 and $150, so be careful of that. OEM or innie or Audi, whatever you want to call it, fob replacement, $150 to $500. So imagine that Alpha probably was in a higher price range to replace that fob. Smart key or proximity fob replacement, $250 to $600. Key fob programming at a dealership between $50 and $150. So be careful of that. Locksmith programming is between $30 and $100. So if you've got one, take care of it. Don't lose it. Keep it in your pocket, whatever the case. But if the battery goes, you can do those yourself. I replace batteries in Kathy's and mine all the time when they go bad. But losing it is a different story, or breaking it is a different story. So be prepared for that. If you got money stashed for service or repairs on your car, put a couple extra bucks away for the fob in case you need it.
Yep. Absolutely. All right. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. There is a big.
Just lost him. Hold on. There he is. All right.
Go ahead, Don.
All right. We there's a big to do coming up down in Galveston in a couple of weeks, and here to join us to tell us about it is a fellow by the name of Rob Burley, Burley Auctions, and it's going to be down at a familiar place to most of us here in the Houston area. Rob, good morning to you.
Good morning, guys. How you doing today?
Well, very well, thank you. So, big auction down there at Moody Gardens, I understand.
Yes, sir. We put together, this is our second year doing it there. And, it's a car-focused auction with a lot of memorabilia. And we've even got a really good estate collection of antique firearms in there with Texas Ranger guns. Hell, we even got a Gatling gun.
A Gatling gun. Do you have the bullets to go along with it? Because I could use it on a couple of people.
Yeah, it's a 4570 Navy model, like an 1890s Colt. It's actually made by Colt.
Oh.
And it fired 4570 rounds. So I think that would handle pretty much anything you
Does
need.
it have a crank on it?
It does.
Now, wait a minute. Don't you have to have if it works, then don't you have to have a certain federal license to own that?
Oddly enough, on this one, no, because it's not an actual machine gun. Each time you're firing
Single
one
shot.
single round out of that barrel, so it's just like a semi-automatic.
Wow.
This gun's got a ton of history to it. It does not have the carriage. It's one of the Navy versions that would have mounted on like a post, so there's no carriage. But there's history to it. It's got Texas Ranger history to it. And, that gun's $150,000. Nobody's going to buy that gun and go knock over a liquor store with it.
Oh, now that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Had plans for Saturday night there.
Ruined my weekend.
Oh, my God. So let's talk about the car show, first of all. So
Yes, sir.
Who's invited? How do you get in? Do I want to show a car, or I want to view the cars that are there? Tell me about all that.
All right, there's two events going on there at Moody Gardens. There's the car show, which follows our event. We're actually a car auction. So we are a classic car auction. Last year we did it with Moody Gardens. They had us do it on Labor Day Monday. It's the only time I've ever done an auction on a Monday. We had a tropical storm hit the day of. It flooded so
I
bad that it
remember that.
flooded the parking lot
Oh,
and
my
people
God.
couldn't get there. But we had about, some of our regulars were already there. They came to me, go, what are you going to do? And I go, we're going literally hell or high water. And we had a great time. It was a great sale. Internet carried a lot of it. But we sold several vets over the $100,000 mark. We had a really nice split window Survivor 63 sold for 100 grand. So it was a bargain. Great car. Hell, we had a 55 Chevy come in the 2 days before that thing ran. I mean, it was so smooth, all original, sold for 22 grand. You know,
Wow.
yeah, I mean, there was buys there. There was some of the stuff that brought a lot of money. We set record prices on some of the signs, but the cars were all over the place.
So
I mean, so it was a fun event. We brought in Dale Watson last year. So this year we'd done it, and we had planned this thing about a year out, and we did a 3-day music festival. So we're trying to get people to come to the island and stay and be there for the car auction, and then stay there for the concerts. It's hard to get people to go to an auction these days, and we're not trying to be Meekum or Barrett Jackson, who are the kings of that heap. We're a mixed bag. We got antique guns, we got signs, we got all kind of stuff, plus a great collection of cars. But we were also putting music on top of it, so you'd have entertainment there at the resort and never have to leave the resort. Well, after the floods on July 4th, I literally live on the Guadalupe River in New Braunfels.
Oh, Lord.
We had helicopters above my house. We had rescue boats behind my house. Nobody here, lost their lives, but upriver, if it wasn't for the Canyon Lake Dam, it would have taken my house. We had about a 13-foot rise here. They had some of those places had a 57-foot rise. So as we got closer to this event, it just, everybody around me had lost somebody, including the chairman of Moody Gardens. So when we figured that out, and I'm an auctioneer by trade. I run an auction house, but I also do a ton of fundraising. I've raised over $100 million from the mic pro bono. So when this happened, I said, I've already got the band scheduled. What I'm going to do is we're going to donate 100% of the ticket sales to the flood relief charities there local in Kerrville.
Nice. Very nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, that's good to know. And I was looking at the the scheduled entertainment. I'm going, are you sure this isn't the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo? I mean,
Oh, these guys are friends, so I was able to pull favors to get some of these guys to come play. Gary P., Dale Watson, all those guys are good friends of mine. William Beckman. Hell, I used to book William Beckman for $300 when nobody knew who he was. He parked his bus at my place for years. He's hard to book. Kevin Fowler, we were trying to get over there. He's coming to play there for y'all in Galveston. So there's a proximity clause issue. We were trying to put together a good event, and we brought in some of the better guys in Texas music. And I'm going to tell you right now, I got over 100 grand in that lineup.
well, I
just
can
in
see
the
that. I
bands.
mean, here's Dale Watson, Corey Morrow.
Yep.
I mean, there's some big names here.
Yeah, the derailers.
So how does that work? I mean, is it you got different talent every day?
Yeah, we got 3 nights of shows. So Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. So Friday night is going to be Jake Penrod. And if y'all haven't heard of him yet, he's opening for Charlie Crockett a lot now. But Jake's one of those guys that's new and up and coming. I highly recommend you check him out. And then you got Dale Watson, who we love. Dale's, king of the honky tonk. And then we got the Wilder Blue, who is as close to the Eagles as I've heard ever. I mean, and they've got some great original music. If you haven't heard them, check them out. And then Saturday, we got the auction all day. As soon as the auction's over, we're going to have Jake Penrod play a second set. And then we got Gary P. Nunn and William Beckman. And William Beckman is on a rocket. If you haven't checked him out, he's a great songwriter. He's in country, but the guy sings Spanish. He sings, he's almost like a Harry Connick Jr. if he grew up on the border.
Interesting.
And then Sunday, we got, a whole run of people. We got Pauline Reese. We got the Derailers. We got Kat Hasty, who is a new and up-and-comer. And then we've got Silverado and Corey Morrow. So, I mean, that's a solid lineup for everybody.
Yeah.
All right. So can I buy a 3-day ticket?
Yes, 3-day tickets are the easiest. And here's the good part. If you register to bid at the auction, it's a $100 bidder registration fee, but it comes with a 3-day general admission pass to all the concerts.
Wow.
So that's the cheapest way to see everything. We want everybody to come in there and have a good time. We're going to give away a ton of these tickets to first responders. We're giving away tickets to families, anybody that was affected by this. It's a huge venue. Obviously we want to sell the tickets because 100% of the tickets sold, and we're selling through the easel program. Every ticket sold through easel, I'm donating 100% of that to
What is
local
easel?
Easel is a platform that we use. It's a ticket selling platform that they do with the bigger music festivals use it. So when we do these big fundraisers, but Easel is the platform that when you buy it, all goes through them.
I got
So
you.
at the end, I'm going to take 100% of that tally and donate it. And there's a local, there's a judge there local that has kind of been the head of the search and rescue and kind of coordinating everything. And he lost his son in the flood. So I'm actually going to go to him and say, hey, where does this need to go? And I'm going to let them pick where it goes.
Very nice.
And we're going to cut a check to whatever local charity because there's a ton of money going in there, but there's still gaps in it.
Yeah.
So I'm taking this one. It's not going to be, this is just my little event. We're doing another event after this that I have not even announced yet that will raise several million that I've teamed up with the Alamo to do.
Hey, Rob, since you want everybody to visit the island, are the hotels giving any kind of special offers for folks that want to stay on the weekend?
Yeah, Moody Gardens is actually a great partner in this, and they've actually got it pretty well. If you want to come stay, they've got hotel room packages that include passes to these events. Now, you can upgrade to the VIP where you get right up front, and there's a special pass. You got to pay a little bit more. You got to go backstage and meet everybody, and you get meet and greets with it. But Moody Gardens, they've really got a great setup over there. They've got rooms left, but you better get on it because they're going to sell out Saturday night pretty quick. Friday night's almost sold out, and Sunday there's still some rooms. But if you want to get there for all 3 nights to get that package, I would suggest going to Moody Gardens and booking that right now.
Yeah, because it's only 2 weeks away.
Yeah, and it's Labor Day weekend on top of it, so
Yeah.
you got a 3-day weekend.
Well, it's sort of a captured audience down there, too, on Labor Day weekend because you're going to have people going down there for other events.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
If you want to go to Galveston for the 3-day weekend, you might
There
as
you
well
go.
because that's a nice place.
Yeah, and we're also about to run a bunch of radio ads there in Houston, so it's gonna drive some of the Houston traffic down there. So we try to get it out to all of the guys that were going to be buying the cars and stuff and bidding first because that was what this was originally for.
Well, you know, we
were
have
trying
some time available on the InWheelTime show, but you can buy some spots.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm interested. Let's talk.
Okay. Hey, you're an auctioneer, so before we leave this segment, can you auction us out of here? Can you auction us off?
All right, what do you want me to sell?
Well, I don't know if we're done yet. I don't know.
Let's see. I got
Jeff
a
of Russia.
2001 Corvette with 35,000 miles on it, black on black, stock.
And we've got an old timer sitting next to me. You can auction him off, too.
All right. Well, are we done with the segment? You
Yeah.
want me to go ahead and do this now?
Yeah, go right ahead.
All right, boys. I appreciate you letting me come on here and talk about this. We are trying to do, raise some money for a
Sure.
good cause. On a 2001 Corvette, what do you give on it? How about a 10,000? 10, 10, now 12. 10,000, now 12, now 15, 15, 15, now 17 and a half. I'm at 15,000 here now, 17 and a half. I better get my 17 and a half, now 20. 17, 5, now 20, 20, better get 20, now 22 and a half.
Wow.
No takers.
Yay!
Yeah.
Perfect.
You
I was trying to read his lips, and you can't
You
keep
can't do that.
You can't keep up.
Thanks, Rob. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we invite everybody to check it out. So, website, burleyauction.com.
Yes, sir. Burleyauction.com. You're going to be able to see the items that are going to be up for sale. You'll be able to get your tickets right there. And like I said, any tickets sold for this event will be donated direct to flood charities. Hopefully, you guys come out to the auction. The auction starts Saturday at noon. It'll run about noon till 6 o'clock, and then the music starts.
That's perfect
Perfect.
because our show goes off the air at noon. Our live version of it, anyways, it goes off at noon, and right up to your show time, and it ought to be a good time. We're really thrilled for you doing this event. If I have a car that I actually want to get in the auction, do I still have time to do that?
You do. We actually leave spots right in the middle of the sale because we do have a lot of cars show up last minute. It doesn't really hurt the value on most things. If you bring me a car that really needs attention, we get on the phone and start calling all of our buyers. We got a real strong buying audience that nationwide, we're not selling just to that room, but we do make it fun. If you've got a car, it's real easy. Just go to the website, send us a little email. If you want to show up the week of, we'll be over there that Tuesday of. Last year, we had cars showing up the day of, and I was still getting them in, and they sold. So,
Rob, yeah, I was just going to say, Rob, it has been a real fun experience with you this morning. Something that was a little unexpected, and we appreciate you. And let's make sure that we stay in touch here.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you having us.
You bet.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
Rob Burley, Burley Auctions down at Moody Gardens, coming up in a couple of weeks. Labor Day weekend, big event.
It's fun.
Yeah, we invite you to check it out. That's at Burley, Burley, auction.com. Just ahead, Jeff's Car Culture, cool American car names no longer around. And Mars has his driving destinations, Labor Day getaways. So we invite you to stay tuned for that here on the InWheelTime Car Talk Show.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good. Apple or Android, InWheelTime podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give InWheelTime a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on InWheelTime. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists.
Hey, InWheelTime invites you to join us 10 to noon Central Time every Saturday for our live clogging event. And we talk about all things automotive, too, on the side. Thanks for being with us today. We appreciate it. Time now for Jeff's Car Culture. Always look forward to this. 6 cool American car names. The names exist, but the cars certainly don't.
Right. Well, this is what we got. These American car names, a pivotal part of any vehicle is, of course, its name. Names that can make or break a model. Go ahead, Mike. Carry as much weight as the engine, the drivetrain configuration, and also the looks. The first one we have here is a Mercury Marauder, first introduced in 1963. The sinister one of these combined muscle cars, menace from the Ford Motor Company. The Mercury Marauder, originally intended as a submodel in the 3-sized Mercury model line. It became a standalone model in 1966 and acquired its name from a series of V8 engines that the company first unveiled in 1958. A marauder is essentially a pirate, an unsavory individual who steals and plunders, sort of like us. It was a perfect name of performance model aimed to dominate the drag strip. So there you go. That's a good-looking car there. The next one we have here is a Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Introduced in 1969, the Trans Am is
Breaker 19.
There you go. Its name came to define a performance icon, one loved over generations for its styling and performance. Like many of the models on this list, it's conceived during the pony and muscle car glory years of the 60s, before coming into its own in the 70s. The name literally comes from a mythological bird, bright orange in color, commonly seen on fire in the media and in folklore. So that's where that name comes from. Next one is a Plymouth Barracuda, Mike. In 1969, it was introduced. You want your vehicle to be a winner? Name it after one of the ocean's most iconic predators, the Barracuda. When it was an open secret that Ford was designing the car, this would become the Mustang, Plymouth decided to get in the action and created a sporty car based on the Valiant and its compact dubbed the Barracuda. The first two of a sporty car based of the Valiant, the generations were fine. They were fine cars, but the third that showed the Barracuda could do when it was bared its teeth. Sharing the E-body platform of the Dodge Challenger, the Barracuda was a smidget smaller, but featured a unique styling to separate it. Next one, Michael, is a Mercury Cougar. I like this car. I wish I had one back in the day when I had my Nova. This was introduced in '69. A friend of mine had one of these.
And you know, everybody thinks that is an absolute remake of the Ford Mustang. It is not.
No, it's not. No. It was actually designed similar to it, but it wasn't. It actually wasn't. As many enthusiasts, what their favorite car name was all time, the Mercury Cougar Eliminator. Everything about the name is awesome, starting with the Mercury brand name, which is a great starting point. Adding the Cougar to the lineup was a great choice because it gave the brand an attractive cousin to the Ford Mustang. It was only a cousin. Then, of course, tracking the Eliminator in 1969 to donate the high-performance variant really took it over the edge. It's Cougar Eliminate the Competition. So there you go.
Was it the XLR?
Yes.
Was it that one of them?
Cougar
that one.
XLR.
Yeah.
That was the fancy high-end version
Yes,
of it.
right.
The Eagle Talon. You wouldn't figure this one would be one, but in 1990.
I remember going to the car show, and that was the first time I saw that. We went, wow, that really looks cool.
The first couple of generations of the Mitsubishi Eclipse put the car on the tuner map, but not everyone knows it was also sold under a joint Chrysler-Mitsubishi partnership under the Eagle and Plymouth brands. While the Plymouth Laser name is also pretty sweet, the Eagle Talon just fits too well. It's the perfect description of a car with performance. Though 2 generations, the car looked and sounded awesome when it optioned for the TSI trim with optional all-wheel drive. That's great stuff. The last one, not my favorite, but here you go. It's introduced in 1997 as the Plymouth Prowler. And I think you drove one, didn't you, Don? Or
I did when it first came out. My dad loved that car.
This Prowler is easily one of the most controversial American cars ever made, a hot rod for then modern age. It had styling inspired by classic hot rods of the 30s, and when the concept car was unveiled in 1993, the world immediately fell in love with it. However, as we all likely know, the result was a vehicle that left a lot to be desired. The design was tamed, ugly bumpers were added, and the hope of real performance was squashed when they put an automatic V6
It was awful.
in the vehicle.
Just awful.
So,
And you know the funny thing about that was the car looked so good. The interior even was really cool. The problem was with the out of top on it, the body flex on that thing. You just take off from a stop sign, not even fast, and you could feel the twisting body. And that V6 engine, it was so lame. And all I could think of is the Chevrolet SSR. Remember that thing?
Yeah.
Looked really cool. What a weak, limp piece of
And there wasn't even enough bones there to hop up like the V6 on this. There really wasn't.
And don't
much
forget
you
the
could do to
top
it.
and that bizarre top that did all this manipulation and folding and everything, and they went back behind the back seats, and you couldn't open the back trunk. Well, which would have been the bed, because the lid on it wouldn't open far enough. What was the purpose of that?
I don't know.
There was just a lot of things.
Who said, yeah, let's build that?
Yeah.
No.
Sometimes it's like it looks like the car comes from the engineers without any input from the marketing guys that really are going to sell it.
I think they were in a meeting and said, we need something different. We need something over the top, off the edge, and that's what they came up with, my opinion. I think
I talked to a Chevrolet guy about that, and he said, we spent a lot of money on stamping those fenders because we hadn't used that technology since the 1950s.
Wow.
Because if you remember, the fenders were very round, big,
almost
bulbous fenders.
Almost like the rear fender of a motorcycle.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was weird. And you were talking about the Firebird a minute ago. I was talking to Bill Seitz this week, and Bill Seitz, longtime friend of mine, and we were talking about old school cars, and Bill Seitz, ashamedly, had a Sunbird. Do you remember the Pontiac Sunbird?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was it his or his wife?
Well, both of them.
Okay. Either way.
Because they had 2 Corvettes and they needed a daily driver, so they bought the Sunbird.
Sort of similarly shaped, kind of?
No, it was not. It was what we like to refer to in the business as a turd.
Oh.
And
an Opus.
And it had a 4-speed manual transmission and a not weak, but a watery 4-cylinder engine in it. I don't even know how it got up to 60 miles an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Pontiac Sunbird. All right. It's Mr. Marr's turn.
All right.
For driving destinations. And let's talk about Labor Day getaways.
Yep, Labor Day's coming up. It's going to be a little bit more time off. People are going to have 3-day weekends, so you might want to go a little bit further, maybe look at a few different things, such as Jefferson, Texas. Now, this is tucked away in the East Texas piney woods. It's got a Victorian charm, and it's got a lot of history that goes with it, with antique shops. There's a scenic boat tour of Caddo Lake's mysterious bios, which I didn't even know it was close to Caddo Lake. The Jefferson Historical Museum has ghost tours, and the whole Labor Day weekend, they bring a lot of peaceful atmosphere from big crowds. It's a perfect for a slow-paced holiday that you want to get away.
Yep.
If you want to go a little bit further west to get a little more adventurous, Marfa, Texas blends.
Marfa Lights.
Exactly.
Marfa.
That's a minimalist art and West Texas desert beauty. And really, if you look at it, they've got world-famous art installations that's amazing that it's out there, like the Prada Marfa store. They got scenic drives through the Davis Mountains you can do. They got hot springs. They got the Marfa Lights. And there's a lot of quirky character there that and it's out in the middle of no place.
Yeah.
So great Labor Day weekend if you're looking for something a little different. Palacios down south is known as the shrimp capital of Texas. Otherwise it's a quiet coastal town on Matagorda Bay. You can go fishing, kayaking, bird watching along the waterfront.
You can also go to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Amsterdam?
Yeah. See, it's right on that boat.
Ah, well, that's true. I didn't pay attention.
Knock
to that.
on the door. It says
Good
Amsterdam on
catch.
it.
You
Yeah,
got shrimp down there. You got boiled shrimp. You got corn shrimp. You got fried shrimp. You got baked shrimp. You got
And Bubba.
Bubba shrimp.
Lieutenant Dan.
Well, we're going to go back out west, out to Fort Davis. And I've actually been to Fort Davis. And it's way out west, mountain scenery, got lots of cool nights, a lot of Old West history. And again, this is out in the middle of no place, and it was a real fort that they used in the early days. You can go hiking in the Davis Mountains, scenic drives, the McDonald Observatory is around there. But if you really want to
cool.
go there and do stargazing, you got to make reservations about a year and a half in advance.
Really?
It's really high elevation, so it's a lot cooler during Labor Day weekend. Also out there, if you're looking for something a little more active outside, Garner State Park in the Hill Country. You got crystal flowing Frio River swimming. Now, this is a real popular place to go tubing and canoeing. You can hike limestone trails, camp out under starry skies. The park actually has jukebox dances on during the summer at night. And it's a great place to go off-grid. And, of course, you can't go without saying something about Granbury. We go to Granbury, and small town, got a lake, got places on the lake, got a lot of history there, Opera House, Labor Day weekend, a lot of things to do there. And I want to finish up with Terra Lingua. Now, this is a former mining ghost town. I've been there down in the Big Bend. A lot of rugged beauty and stuff down in there. And, of course, the famous Terra Lingua chili cook-off.
I think it's called Terlingua.
Terlingua?
Not Terralingua.
It depends on how much you've been drinking tequila. But they've got a lot of there's a mansion down there that's been restored and turned into a hotel. They've got a lot of unique places that you can sleep and go to places to eat. It's a really cool place to drive to, but it's way out there, West Texas.
All right. Thank you, sir. InWheelTime Car Talk continues after this quick break.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey Radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us. That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.